Hey guys, today we are going to go over changing the white ink circulation motor on the refined color 2-in-1 UV DTF printer. Mine blown obviously this week and I got the motors in today. So I'm going to show you guys that have this printer or a similar printer that uses this motor what actually needs to be done to change it and get it back up and running. All right, you guys ready? Let's get into it. So the first step is cutting this electric cable. I already cut it, but just get you some wire cutters and cut that. And then we're going to get it free, taking these screws off and get it out, and then I'll show you what the ink looks like. Mine burned out. It was actually just hot, stopped spinning, and I've been circulating the ink manually myself, so I'm glad I got this part in to get this done. But step one, very easy. Just take the motor out, and at some point I'll just speed through this in the video so you don't have to watch me do this. Now we got it out, and you just slowly pull up the assembly, and the whole thing comes out just like that. Cut the line, screw it out, get out this whole assembly, and get you a little paper towel and get this out. So I don't want you guys to actually see it, but if you look in there, you can see how yellow that white is, and we need it to be white. So we're going to change this part. Just wanted to let you see, so you know. If you see that in there, your ink definitely is not circulating. You may want to look into changing that as well. Also, while you change this, it's a good idea to get something opaque or a bunch of sheets of paper and just put that right over top, just so nothing can fall in there or the lights in your room doesn't mess with the UV ink, because you don't want that stuff to start getting hard or anything like that in there. Now we have it out. As you see, this is an assembly, so you can get away with leaving these parts and just changing this motor here. And as you see, it has two star screws in here, a screw here, and you just take this apart, get that motor out, clean this up a little bit, and we'll be able to put on the new motor. So let's go ahead and get that done. And as you see, I don't know if you can see it, but this is the star attachment for the screwdriver. Any tiny little laptop set or anything like that should have that in there. So we got that out, and this is the trashed motor. So we get this off to the side. Get these screws out. I don't know what's up with this. Oh, this loose. Must have got loose over time inside. Screw that in a little bit. And then take a little alcohol. I use alcohol for everything. 99%. Pour a little of that alcohol in there. Flip this bad boy over. That's good enough. Backside's clean. A little bit of buildup, but nothing. It's going to mess up my ink. Get these parts out, and then we can move on to the motor. So I got a box, but as you see, here's the new motor. Now, show you the old motor. But we're gonna have to put some new wiring on here and then reattach it back once we get this together. So we'll do that now. So we're gonna want black on the left, red on the right, just like there. So let's get that out of the way. So a couple things you're going to need. Some wiring, of course. As you see, I already have it pre-cut. Wire cutters. I got a nice little tool here for that. Not cutters, but wire splicers. Sorry. But a splicing tool. It cuts too, but more for splicing. And then you want some heat shrink tubing. I mean, you can use other things. This just makes life so much easier with the heat gun. Has an adhesive and gets it done. So get out our black wire. I'll show you how I do it. I'm sure you guys all have your ways you go about this. Use whatever technique is easiest for you. This is easiest for me. Feed this through. Let's feed it right through. Feed that through, wrap it around, and then that'll go right on top, and then you just basically can melt that with your heat gun. Heat it up a little bit and it'll shrink right on there. Alright, so just hold this up. Use something to hold it up a little still. Turn on that heat gun. Shrink it a little bit. See it shrinking. Done. There we go. You're on there. You maybe want to hit it again if you don't trust that. But that looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead with the other one. Same thing. Get it over. Hold it up in the air a little bit just so you don't burn yourself. Up and down. Done. Same thing. Push them on a little bit. And now we have our motor and white ink stir assembly back together. It's time to see if it actually works. Okay, now that we're back, we want to take our wire splicing tool and strip off the ends. You don't need to strip too much. I stripped too much, I believe, on the other ones. Strip that back. There you go. We have those stripped. I'll take off. Get the wires out. And what I would suggest to do is test this assembly before we actually put it in, so we know it works. So I would say get these ends off here. So we got our wiring. Together, and we can put on our shrink tubes. Slide your shrink tube over, and then we're ready for the heat gun. And we're done. We got it on there. So now we can test this and make sure this actually works. Red to red, black to black. Give it a couple minutes to bond. And let's see. When we turn it on now, it should be set up in the software to go turn on and off for the intervals that it turns on and off. So the easiest thing to do is just simply turn your printer on. once it starts cycling. Bam. And we are working. Job well done. So now we can turn this thing off. I'll show you when you put it in. Careful. Put the first side in. And boom. Just a note, this seal just helps around the hole and keeps the ink from shooting out, but this is not an airtight seal. This whole thing is not airtight. You have a hole here, so just in case you wanted to know. And we're good to go. So we'll turn it on again and look at our ink circulate. And then we can get back to printing. And we've got circulation, and already it's looking white from that ugly yellow we had. Just with a couple spins. Okay guys, that's it. Hope it was a help. If you're interested in the refined color ZZ2C, you can message me, hit me up at PrintNinja3D.com, and we can talk, and I can put you in contact with somebody in sales with the company and get you a little bit of a discount. I have a referral code, and look for that in the description. If you do get a hold of Refined Color, give them my referral code, tell them you saw the videos, tell them PrintNinja3D sent you, and they'll take care of you. And just so I do not forget, once you get this assembled and the ink circulating, it's probably a good idea to run through your PrintEXP program and load ink for 10 seconds. Give it a couple cleans just in case there's any separated ink, white ink in your line. So, just a side note. Okay guys, bye.